Most car buyers are panicking over tariffs, but why are some SUVs exempt? I'm Mike Anderson from Garage IQ. I'm about to reveal 17 reliable SUVs that dodge the tariff trap. And surprisingly, they aren't all American brands. Alright, let's light this candle. Number 17. Jeep Wrangler. There's something almost poetic about the Jeep Wrangler being built in Toledo, Ohio. Just a stone's throw from where the original World War II Willys Jeep rolled off the line. This SUV has its roots in American soil, and that's no exaggeration. Because it's manufactured right here in the US, it dodges most of the penalties import tariffs would throw at competitors. But heritage isn't the only thing it's got going for it. In the last few years, Jeep's tightened the bolts on reliability, improving its overall dependability. It's still a rugged off-roader at heart, but now it's backed by better tech, improved build quality, and a strong warranty. Number 16. Chevrolet Trailblazer. Now here's an SUV that plays a tricky game and wins. The Chevy Trailblazer is built in South Korea, but thanks to GM's global supply strategy and existing trade agreements, the Trailblazer manages to sidestep some of the steepest tariff costs. That means more value for buyers here in the US, especially when you factor in its dependability. Small but mighty, the Trailblazer offers punchy performance and decent interior quality, making it a smart pick for urban drivers who want US brand reliability without paying the import premium. Number 15. GMC Terrain. Some SUVs shout for attention. The GMC Terrain isn't one of them. It's more of a quiet climber, steadily gaining a loyal following without making a big scene. Assembled in Mexico, it benefits from NAFTA and now USMCA rules that reduce the sting of cross-border tariffs. That makes it one of the smarter buys in the compact SUV space. Under the hood, it's not flashy, but where it shines is in predicted reliability. If you're after a low-drama daily driver that won't surprise you with tariff markups, the Terrain is worth a long look. Number 14. Chevrolet Blazer. Remember when the Chevy Blazer was a boxy trail brute from the 90s? Well, it's grown up, and its comeback is something to watch. This new-gen Blazer is built in Ramos Arizpe, Mexico. But thanks to streamlined production and favorable trade policies, it rolls into US dealerships without a tariff-loaded price tag. Its reliability? Surprisingly solid. J.D. Power gave it an 87 out of 100 for quality and reliability, putting it on par with some more expensive imports. The Blazer is not just a nostalgic name. It's a legitimate mid-size SUV that avoids the import markup while delivering on dependability. Number 13. Ford Bronco Sport. Let's get one thing straight. The Bronco Sport isn't just a little brother to the full-size Bronco. It's an SUV with its own flavor. And part of that flavor comes from how Ford built it. It's assembled in Hermosillo, Mexico, a location that gives Ford flexibility in manufacturing while dodging the harshest import taxes. But don't mistake smart sourcing for a cheap build. This thing is solid. Add in a rugged look, surprisingly capable all-wheel drive, and tons of tech, and you've got an SUV that's Tariff-Smart and trail-ready. Number 12. Buick Encore GX. If you're trying to avoid the tariff trap but still want something refined and trustworthy, the Buick Encore GX makes a surprisingly strong case. Assembled in South Korea, you might assume this one gets hit hard. But thanks to General Motors' long-standing international agreements, it avoids the worst of it. That keeps prices competitive and inventory steady. But it's not just a clever import workaround. It's genuinely reliable. The 2024 Encore GX scored 87 out of 100 in quality and reliability from J.D. Power, which puts it comfortably ahead of many rivals in its class. What makes it shine even more? It's loaded with user-friendly tech, advanced safety features, and a stylish, yet compact design that fits in any urban jungle. Number 11. Jeep Grand Cherokee. Here's a name with legacy, the Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's assembled in Detroit, Michigan, giving it a firm grip on domestic production and making it one of the least affected SUVs when it comes to import tariffs. No extra fees, no price spikes due to international shipping, just a homegrown SUV with decades of trail and street credibility. Now, let's be honest, the Grand Cherokee's reliability history has seen its ups and downs. But recent models have worked out many of the kinks, and the 2024 version comes in with strong reviews and solid owner satisfaction. Sure, some mechanics still complain about tricky access to internal components, but for most owners it just works. If you want a comfortable, capable mid-size SUV that doesn't play the tariff game, the Grand Cherokee stays true to its roots. Number 10. Chevrolet Traverse. When it comes to moving people and stuff, few do it better than the Chevrolet Traverse. And here's the kicker. It's made in Lansing, Michigan. That means no international shipping, no hidden tariff costs, and no surprises at the dealership. It's about as domestic as it gets. Under the hood, the Traverse is all about consistency. It may not top every reliability list, but it holds its own with average to above average scores and years of real-world trust. With seating for up to 8 and a generous amount of cargo space, it's the go-to SUV for families who want space, simplicity, and something that won't get more expensive because of global politics. Number 9. Cadillac XT5. Think luxury vehicles always come with a tariff tag? Not this one. The Cadillac XT5 is built in Spring Hill, Tennessee, and that makes a big difference. While other premium crossovers are being slapped with import fees, the XT5 slides right past that mess, giving buyers a smoother financial ride. And it's not just saving money, it's actually reliable. With an 84 out of 100 from J.D. Power in quality and reliability, it proves that Cadillac isn't just about flashy grills and comfy leather. It's about lasting performance too. If you're after a luxury SUV with a dependable backbone and a price that hasn't been inflated by shipping containers and border taxes, this might be your sweet spot. Number 8. Lincoln Nautilus. The 2024 Lincoln Nautilus is the perfect example of how a little geography can go a long way. Built in Oakville, Ontario, it avoids import penalties thanks to trade-friendly agreements between the US and Canada. So while some rivals creep up in cost due to tariffs, the Nautilus slides into American driveways without the markup. But what really makes it special is what's inside. The latest Nautilus doesn't just show up with a leather-wrapped steering wheel. It brings a full 48-inch panoramic screen that spans the dash, next-level driver assist features, and a quiet, ultra-smooth ride. And it's not just a tech showcase. It backs that up with a strong reliability. If you want a premium SUV with all the bells and whistles, without the tariff baggage, the Nautilus is built to impress. Number 7. Toyota Highlander. Here's the thing about the Toyota Highlander. It's not trying to reinvent the wheel. It's just doing what it's always done, and doing it better than most. And guess what? It's doing it from Princeton, Indiana. That's where Toyota has a massive facility churning out Highlanders that are practically custom built for the American road trip. No overseas shipping, no import taxes, no tariff price bloat. But being made in the USA isn't what got the Highlander here. This SUV's legendary reliability did. Year after year, owners report fewer trips to the mechanic and lower repair costs, averaging around $489 annually. That's not just good, that's better than most in its class. Plus, the Highlander's got that balance of family comfort, decent fuel economy, and a cabin that doesn't feel like you're in a minivan. It's a quiet warrior, built strong, built here, and built to last. Number 6. Honda Passport. Honda doesn't mess around with the Passport. It's bold, boxy, and built for people who see a dirt road and take it as an invitation. And while Honda is a Japanese brand, the Passport you see on the roads today, that's one made in Lincoln, Alabama, which means it skips over tariffs like a boulder-hopping off-roader. No inflated import prices here. The Passport earned its reputation as the tougher cousin of the Honda Pilot. Fewer seats, more cargo room, and a rugged V6-powered chassis that feels like it could take a beating and keep going. That kind of ruggedness isn't just skin deep. It's backed by Honda's long-standing history of reliability. And while some SUVs play it safe, the Passport doesn't mind getting a little muddy. If you're after something that's built in the States, built for adventure, and built to last, this is your ride. Number 5. Subaru Ascent. Subaru's largest SUV, the Ascent, proves you don't have to sacrifice reliability for size. Assembled in Lafayette, Indiana, this 3-row SUV was made with the American family in mind. It's big, safe, and thanks to its domestic roots, it dodges tariffs like a pro, keeping the price tag from ballooning unnecessarily. What's surprising is how consistently reliable it's been since launch. Subaru didn't just stretch out a Forester and call it a day. They engineered a new SUV that still fits their all-wheel drive philosophy and trusted boxer engine design. Whether you're taking the kids to school or packing up for a snowy road trip, the Ascent brings peace of mind. Not just because it's reliable, but because you're not overpaying for an import that had to cross an ocean first. Number 4. Toyota RAV4. It's hard to talk about reliable SUVs and not bring up the RAV4. It's everywhere, and for good reason. This compact SUV is known for its efficiency, versatility, and bulletproof dependability. But what many people don't realize is that the RAV4 isn't being shipped across the globe to get to your driveway. It's built right in Georgetown, Kentucky, and Woodstock, Ontario. Thanks to trade agreements and domestic production, it largely escapes the kind of tariffs that inflate other vehicles in its class. The RAV4 gets a 4.0 out of 5 reliability score and ranks near the top of its class for low maintenance costs, averaging around $429 per year. That's incredibly low for an SUV that gets driven hard by commuters, families, and weekend warriors alike. This one's not just popular, it's smart. It's the kind of SUV that makes sense from the price tag down to the repair bill. And yes, this isn't the last Toyota on the list. Number 3. Honda CR-V. The Honda CR-V earns the third spot by doing all the little things right, over and over again. Assembled in Greensburg, Indiana, the CR-V continues to be one of Honda's most successful US-built models. That domestic production shields it from tariffs, which means the price stays competitive without cutting corners. The 2024 model gets an impressive 84 out of 100 on the reliability scale, and when it comes to owning one, maintenance is refreshingly low stress. But what really makes the CR-V stand out is how refined it's become. Every year, it gets a little better, a little quieter, a little more efficient, and still, the reliability never drops. The CR-V is like that dependable friend who never shows off but always delivers. And when you find out it's not subject to import fees, it makes choosing this compact SUV even more of a no-brainer. Number 2. Ford Explorer. Let's be honest, Ford's been doing this a long time. The Explorer has been part of American roads, driveways, and school drop-off lines since the 90s. And while the badge screams nostalgia, the Ford Explorer is a thoroughly modern SUV that still holds on to what made it a household name: strength, space, and dependability. This SUV is built in the Chicago assembly plant, which means every one of them is born and bred on US soil. No overseas shipping, no import markup. That's huge, especially in a segment where more and more options are imported, or partially assembled across multiple countries. The Explorer doesn't just avoid tariffs, it sidesteps the entire pricing mess. Reliability-wise, it's landed a solid 8 out of 100. And the turbocharged engine options, especially the tried-and-true 2.3-liter EcoBoost, offer both power and efficiency. Ford's focus on consistent build quality and easily available parts also means it's relatively cheap to maintain over the years. Number 1. Tesla Model Y. Here it is, the SUV least affected by tariffs, the Tesla Model Y. Why? Because not only is it built entirely in the US, it's also assembled at Tesla's ultra-modern Gigafactory in Austin, Texas. This thing doesn't just skip import fees, it was designed to be immune to them. And with 85% of its components sourced locally or from friendly trade partners, it's in a category of its own when it comes to tariff insulation. But the Model Y didn't make it to number 1 just because of where it's built. It earned its spot because of what it is: one of the most reliable electric SUVs you can buy right now. Recent updates have improved build quality, interior materials, and range consistency. And despite early concerns, owner-reported issues have plummeted in the last 2 years. It's also cheaper to own long-term. No oil changes, fewer moving parts. Over-the-air updates fix issues without a trip to the dealer. And since it's electric, it dodges rising fuel costs too. If you're looking for a tech-forward SUV that keeps you off the mechanics list and out of the tariff trap, the Model Y is the smartest choice in 2025. Here's the twist most people aren't seeing coming. Used SUVs built in the USA are holding their value better, and in some cases even going up. Why? Because tariffs are quietly nudging new import prices higher. And that ripple effect is making American-built used SUVs far more attractive. Buyers who might have gone for a new Hyundai Tucson or Mazda CX-5 are now turning to slightly older Ford Escapes, Jeep Cherokees, or even Toyota RAV4s built domestically. There's less sticker shock, fewer hidden fees, and plenty of available parts to keep them running strong. So if you're shopping for an SUV and want to beat the market shift, keep an eye on the used listings. You'll save a lot. If you made it this far, tell us in the comments, do you think tariffs are changing how Americans shop for SUVs? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for our latest videos.